Hey everybody, I just wanted to show you one of my best progressions for loosening up your ankle joint and so basically working on your soleus, gastrocnemius, the peroneals, and the outside lateral part of your lower leg and tibialis. With the foam roller, this is how I do it. This is what you want to look for. I start at the ankle with both legs, lift myself up slowly. I'm going to roll about 1 inch per second. You're going to notice a difference in tension between each leg. Focus on where you feel the most tension. You don't want to be at a 10 out of 10 on the pain scale. You also don't want to notice your foot flaring up. So if you're up there and you feel your foot dorsiflex, meaning your toe coming up towards your body, relax it. The whole goal about foam rolling is to get the muscle tissue to relax. When you find a spot, you can lean laterally each way. Try to work it out a little bit more, but only let your muscle loosen. Don't force it. You can't just roll over it or you'll roll right over the spot. Then as I go, I keep going. Usually I feel a lot in the bottom portion where my gastrocnemius meets the soleus. And there's a lot of tension there, usually in this lateral part of the soleus in mid-calf. Focus on that, leaning out towards the lateral portion, but don't let your body roll over that muscle. Let it just slowly release. You'll feel what I'm talking about. There'll be maybe a tingling, maybe a muscle twitch, but make sure that your toes aren't, and make sure you're not flexing your feet. Your feet should be totally loose, just dangling there. And then all the way back, keep going slow, and you're going to end up the back of the calf almost into your hamstring, because the gastrocnemius and soleus end up there kind of tied in together. So once I get that, I can also try crossing one leg to apply more pressure, but just make sure once again that you're not tensing that muscle by accident. Just keep looking at your foot. If you've seen it tighten up like that, let it relax. It might hurt a little bit more. Like I said, if it's hurting too much, get off of it. We're not here to force it. We're here to coax the muscle into loosening up. Repeated stress is what makes it tighter. So if we're going to force it to do something, it's going to be another stress, and that muscle is just going to keep the tension in it. So once I'm done with that, what I'm going to do, you can also do the sides. Now here I use this top foot to slowly, because I don't want to put all that pressure yet. Slowly roll down the sides, and if you see any tension, usually it's up right at the upper outside point, the upper peroneals. I'm going to roll all the way down, see if I can find any tension there. Usually right here is where I'm feeling good, and that works with your lateral foot movement, ankle movement. We're going to keep that, and that can keep you from being a good flexion and dorsiflexion. So after that, I'm going to move the tibialis. What I do, I'm trying to work down here. I don't want to put all my pressure. So once again, I'm on this back foot. I put the under my knee, and I slowly roll down. See, I'm keeping the pressure very, very light and slowly rolling down. Now this can be incredibly painful. Be careful, because you got a lot of weight on a very small muscle. But it's also going to keep, that tension from getting shin splints and stuff like that. It'll help get more ankle flexibility. What I do to stretch that is, I start down in a low squat, I lean forward. Now I'm going to put one foot back, and I'm slowly going to come forward, keeping my heel on the ground. So stretch, that gets the soleus, the heel has to stay in the ground as far as you can. Then as you straighten your leg out, the stretch moves up in the gastrocnemius in the top part, the upper calf. But only go as far as the heel, and relax, don't force it. You should feel the muscle trying to, this isn't an extreme stretch, this is a relaxing, coaxing into it. Once I'm up top, what I'm going to do is slowly lean side to side. Slowly. You're just coaxing in the different split between the lateral and the medial head of your gastrocnemius when you're stretched. So from that side to side. And that's what I do for basically loosening up the ankle.